Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of Friday Quickie Techniques and Tips. These are the projects using the Big Shot, and I explained all those amazing tips about using your Big Shot in the last video. This video, I'm going to show you how these projects came together along with a few more tips that I could not fit into my first video. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with this one. This uses that cool flip card. So when you run it through your Big Shot, you get something like this. And if you can see, there's little score lines right here so that when you fold it, it looks like this and then it pops open. Okay, very cool. And then when you run it through your Big Shot, let me show you some tips. So here is my Big Shot. I'm going to have this on my magnetic platform. I'm not going to use the precision base plate, and the reason is because right here is where the scoring takes place. That precision plate is so good at cutting that it can cut through the score lines rather than score, so you do not want to use it with that. You'll just use your magnetic platform or tab 2 on your multi-purpose platform. Okay, then notice I have this on here just a tiny bit off kilter. So I just, rather than putting it in straight, I have it just ever so slightly cocked to the side. And whenever you have a rectangular or square piece, it really helps to do that off to the side to help the sandwich go through better. And then I'm just gonna crank this through. And sometimes it cracks. I don't hear cracks, but if it does, that's okay. And then when I come out with it, I'm going to have this. And you know what? I just did something I meant to show you, another technique. So I cut it through and then you can see there it is. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you, but was kind of a ding-dong. Let me grab one more piece of paper here. So on my sample, you probably saw that, ooh, it opens up. There's this extra flap of goodness here. How did I do that? So what I'm going to do is open this up, and this is just a full sheet of cardstock, and normally it would cut it right here, but to get this flap, let me show you what you need to do. So I'm going to place my cardstock on here and line it up just like I did before. Okay, with my magnetic platform, it's on the very edge, all that good stuff. Cock it off to the side ever so slightly. Then I'm going to put my piece of cutting plastic down, but instead of putting the edge of the plastic over this end, which normally cuts, I'm going to leave it off just a little bit. Okay, let me run it through this time and show you. This is what it was supposed to be. And when I do that, what happens is it leaves that, it does not cut. And then sometimes you get a little bit there. I can just trim that off with, oops, sorry, you couldn't see that. Sometimes you get this little bit that cuts. I'll just trim that excess off. But I have all this extra space. So when I put my card together, what happens is this is what that extra piece, instead of cutting here, I've got that extra flap, and then I just fold it in. Now the way I figure out how to fold it in is I have it like this, and then I bring it over so that it just tucks in behind this score line. Okay, so really simple to get that flap, just don't cut all the way through. Ha, love that. Great tip. Okay, then the next card I want to show you is this card. I'm just going to kind of show you this because it's really easy, but we use the multi-purpose platform, or no, sorry. We used the precision base plate with this, and then the die brush so we could get all those pieces cut out, which is fabulous. I cut 3 flowers. These flowers come with this flower or heart die. That is the bloomin' heart. So I cut them in different colors, and I attached them to this beautiful card with some metallic thread behind. So to do that, what I did is I placed my heart on the card. Okay, then I put some adhesive under this flower because it's that bold flower on there. And then I used that as a start. So I just put a little bit of fast fuse right here. underneath on the crumb cake. Boom, boom. Then I started my metallic thread, wrapped it a few different times so it's spread all over, and then ended it right here too and touched it into that fast fuse that's under this flower, under the black layer. And then I added the heart on top and then glue dotted the flowers on, and I kind of wiggled them so they were a little dimensional. And then I put some gold sequins from my gold sequin or my metallic sequins in here and just glue dotted it on. Now to get this glorious strip of glitter awesomeness, this is our new metallic tape. Okay, this is metallic glitter tape. It is a celebration item. You can only get it for free when you spend $50. Yay! And when you put this on, you just adhere it. It's sticky and it's on my card. It's good to go. It adds that glorious little shine. I trimmed about 1/8 of an inch or so off of this edge. I didn't really measure. I just wanted a little peek so that after I folded my card, I trimmed that edge off so that my metallic glitter tape would show through. So very cool on that, isn't it? And then I just added my just because. Okay, last but not least is this card. And I want to explain to you how I made this because this is kind of like, so pretty. And it's really easy to do. And I have 2 versions of it. This version I did with silver and kind of aqua shades, and then this version is obviously pink and orange and gold. So let me show you how this came together. Also really easy. So first of all, okay, so to make this card, I'm going to bring in a little scrap paper to color on. I've die cut the big butterfly out of watercolor paper, and then I have a small one in the gold glimmer paper. And I'm going to start by just going over this whole thing with water so that it's just clean and wet. And then I'm going to pick up some color using the lids of my ink pads, and I'm just going to spread some color all over. I always start lightest and then go to darkest. So I have a base color of pink pirouette. Then I will add in some Calypso coral. And what's nice is when this is really wet, I just gave my aqua painter a squeeze so I get some more water coming out. It'll just kind of blend all on its own. Each time you do this, you get totally different results, so I can never completely replicate what I had, which is kind of cool, really. And then I will pick up some more color. This is going to be the Melon Mambo. And I just love the look of this. So pretty and vibrant and gorgeous, these colors. And then if you want, I'm going to clean off my aqua painter here, and then I'm just going to add some water to help get things mixing. And you can just mess with this till you're happy. Okay. Do you see that? And then look, you can kind of swirl the color around if you need to. Add some more where you don't, or I don't know. It's hard narrating yourself when you're stamping, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So after all of that, this is what my butterfly looks like, and I think it's pretty cool. Now I want it to dry. Okay, so I'm going to dry this because I am not patient, I'm going to pull out my heat tool, so hold on. Okay, so I used my heat tool to heat this up and dry it off, so now it's dry. The reason being is if it's wet, it's not going to want to stick to my card very well. Okay, now I've prepared a card, which is just a half a sheet of cardstock, and then I folded it, and then I trimmed that 1/8 of an inch, kind of like on the last card I showed you. I am going to adhere some glitter tape to the edge, like so. I'm going to have it stick out because I can see it's just a teensy bit crooked. Pardon my inability to talk. I'm having a hard time today, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so I will take and trim that and do the same at the top. And isn't that just as slick as can be? This glitter tape just rocks. And ha-ha! Instant glimmer and happiness. I can also adhere in either a solid color, or like in my card, I actually have, I glue dotted this shut so I could photograph it. I just have some Calypso Coral, whatever this color is, inside. Okay, so to finish this off, let me show you how I put this. I went through kind of a lengthy process trying to explain to you how I put the metallic thread down. Let me show you what I mean by that. All right, so I want my butterfly to be roughly here. Okay, so this is where I'm going to put a line of fast fuse. Okay, then I'm going to take my metallic thread. I'm going to stick it on that, and because fast fuse is so sticky, it will stay right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around a few times, and I kind of want the layers to crisscross because that makes it look cool. And let's be honest, this is all about looking cool, or at least it's cool when it looks cool, right? I don't know. I'm telling you, it's hard to narrate yourself when you're stamping. All right, so then I'm going to finish off by touching it in that little bit of fast fuse, snipping off the end, and then that is adhered really nicely to my card. Now, to finish this off, I will, of course, adhere my butterfly right to that spot. Okay, stick it down. I know this is the second butterfly card I did this week, but it's just so awesome, so you should probably be okay with it because they're so cool, right? Okay. I know I'm a little full of my butterfly self, but it's just so pretty. Okay. And then I just put fast fuse to adhere it to the center. Okay. Then to finish off my card, all I did was stamp the thank you on a teeny little scrap and pop it up with a dimensional right over the top. And that's it. It's so easy and so pretty. So I encourage you to play with the watercolor paper and the wash. We've done that before. If you go back not too long ago, I had a video with watercolor wash techniques, so check that out. Anyway, I hope you've loved these projects. Again, please go to my blog, thecreativitycave.com. The link to this actual post will be in the description of this video, as well as all the amazing tips and techniques from the two videos combined to really help you have some amazing experiences with your big shot. Thanks so much, guys. And don't forget, if you order through the Creativity Cave, you become a Creativity Cave VIP, and there are all sorts of amazing perks for being a VIP, and I would love to have you. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.